So we're playing together finally. This is Great Fox 37.
Ardeth Base 76 and Pikachu 23 will be right back.
And we're going to
Pikachu 23.
and hopefully the microphone. We're using the microphone, not the headset for this, and we're going to continue playing Secret of Mana. Ardeth's joining us, and I just got some great news. My blood tests for my doctor's visit came back immaculately, so I have no diabetes or any complications as far as I can tell. I just got to lose weight. So that's why Ardeth's over, and I appreciated his patience.
Of course, now this means his blood pressure is going to go up from dealing with me. So my apologies.
Well, it went down from 160 to 135, so that was a really good start there. Okay, so as you recall, last time we beat Tropicalis, so we're going to now go and get our axe. Our axe.
The quest for the golden axe.
And now we're going to talk to Watts here. Well, I tried making that axe, but it didn't turn out how I thought it would. I wonder why. What's happened to that boomerang? Wait, try holding this axe. Oh, I can reforge these weapons, but the mana power won't activate unless you hold them. The axe is my special, maybe compact, but you can smash a folder with it. Want to buy it? Take it with me for 100 gold. Hell yeah. There are more mana weapons out there. Bring them here and I can reforge them using any ores you find. Let me show you my special shortcut so you can come here directly. So Gaia's Navel is going to open up on the right cave where Neko is. So now we'll be able to get down to the Dwarven village easily. Alright, so Watts opened the way. So now we're going to get the spear forged here.
Oh my god, I make such cute noises.
Yeah, I know, right? The cutest character in the game.
I've been waiting. What are your weapons ready for reforging? There we go.
And apparently, according to the game, you don't have a gender. It calls you the child, the Sprite child.
Oh, dear God. Does that mean I'm going to have to move to San Francisco and identify as something weird now?
I don't know. I wonder if is it like that in the original game, too?
Wait a minute, maybe...
Yeah, it's perfect. Okay. Alright, things are a little different. We're actually playing off of my laptop, so things are just a little different. So we're going up here.
If the Sprite Child doesn't have a gender, maybe it was something created by Elon Musk.
Oh no!
And then here's Neko. We've only got 40. We only got 40 gold left. So, guess what we're doing? We're going to be getting the Sprite up and me up to level 10. So that's the plan there. Alright.
Everybody's favorite time in an RPG.
Oh yeah.
Call in Sable, baby. It's time for the grind.
So what we're probably going to do is we're going to level up to 10 and then we're probably going to go get the girl. If we're still in the mood to play, we may keep going or we might stop. It just depends on our mood after all the levels we do. So, and just don't forget to let your percentage go up to 100.
Oops. Forgot how this game works again.
Get out of the menu.
And
Get out of the menu. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You're embarrassing me.
I'm sorry, Oni-chan. I'll try better.
Alright.
Forgive me, Sensei.
So we'll come on over here. And we're playing on my 43-inch HD TV, so that's why it might be a little off on the color and everything, but let your meter fill up to 100%.
Oh, right. I forgot that was...
Alright. Ardeth got to level 2. Instantly. Alright. So we're taking out the kid goblins and the green blobs here. And another thing that we're going to be doing is, as we're leveling, is we're going to basically be warming up to get fairy walnuts because we need those later on for when we get spells.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember those. There's walnuts in you, Pikachu.
Shine you.
Yeah, walnuts and shine you.
Target point. Okay. Go around and beat the crap out of these guys.
You guys are very offensive.
And my weapon skill went up. Yay! There we go.
Oh, look at him. His hair's almost spiky enough to use the Buster Sword now.
Oh, goody. Same company, though.
Yeah, it's not like that was foreshadowing or anything.
Yeah, the whole, I mean, that remake still hasn't even come out yet for it, but, you know, 7's an overrated game anyway, so...
Yeah, plus Ted DeBoer's in charge. No telling if it'll ever come out.
Well, at least it's not being, you know, redone by, what's his name, Kojima, you know, because he'd probably make the whole movie one big cutscene, and then you only get like 5 minutes of gameplay.
Yeah. Oh, did you guys ever hear what he wanted to do, like, why Final Fantasy 15 took so damn long?
What's that?
Apparently, he was, like, in New York, and he saw a showing of, I forget which musical it was, but it had Hugh Jackman in it. And apparently, he was so moved by one of the musical numbers by Hugh Jackman and Emma Watson that he tried to bounce the idea off of them to redo the entire thing as a musical.
No!
And apparently they didn't go for it, so he worked in that musical level, the Kingdom Hearts 2. You know, the one everybody loves. The level that is almost as hated as the Dance Water Dance. Oh, you know, the gay water musician boss, Damix.
Yeah, we haven't played that game, so I'm not a Kingdom Hearts fan.
Well, luckily...
Now all the nerds are going to be, like, outraged by that.
I know! How could you not love the powerful and brilliant love story between Sora and everybody? Like, really?
I'm sorry, man.
Wow.
It's just not my thing. I mean, Disney's okay. Well, classic Disney's good, but, you know...
Yeah, but, I draw the line at, Donald and Goofy being shipped with anything, really.
Hey, Donald's the shit. You know, Donald
Yeah,
is the
but like
shit.
anything other than like the stuff that goes with it.
You know, the weird thing is, when my dad died, I actually inherited a bunch of old Disney comics from, like, the 1950s.
Oh, yeah?
Donald and Scrooge McDuck were kind of badasses in those.
Oh, yeah?
They actually had one where they almost found, what's it called, Eric the Red's crown, which he left in Canada, which almost made them the kings of North America. It was actually a pretty baller issue. God, I wish I still had those.
Man, I miss classic DuckTales. I hate the new DuckTales. It's so stupid.
Oh, tell me about it, man. Classic DuckTales. Woohoo!
Yeah?
It was still the shit, man.
Alright, nice.
Long time ago, but yeah.
Oh, I got hit by a punch glove from a treasure chest. That's not nice. That's mean. Or it's like, I'll be like James Coburn in Paycheck. That's just mean!
That's just
Walter,
nasty.
wake up!
Well, at least
I'm the
it's,
reason why you're back so early, Mr. Fairfax.
Yeah,
You're a quarter.
at least it's not as bad as what happens to you in the Dark Souls franchise, man. You get a mimic trap, it's game over automatically.
I wonder if we should ever record you playing that.
I would get my ass kicked so hard on Dark Souls 1, people would be cursing us out all day long.
Well, now that we got this working, we should
I mean, if
record Ardeth and I fighting games together.
hey, we could get Dark Souls 1 and have like a jackass Anne Orlando edition.
So you can start charging your weapon up now if you hold on to the attack button.
Ooh, nice.
Yep.
Well, I guess that means I officially get to go full Lunarian Archer here.
So since I did get level 2, I'll start charging up. So I'm going to show you what level 2 of the sword does here.
How do you charge up?
You hold on to the attack button.
Oh.
So you spin the blade above your head and then you hack. So that's a level 2 attack with the sword. And then level 1, you get to do a supercharged shot on the bow there.
Yeah, let's charge that son of a bitch up.
Now fire it. Yep. You take aim and fire. True sight. He took a true sight potion. we're just, you know, going around beating up bats and stuff like that, and just gathering gold.
You know,
or as Mantis says, taking ass and kicking names.
Because, you know, somebody's got to clean up all this garbage, and by God, we're just the main characters that do it.
Yeah, but it's always going to respawn. So
oh, another punch glove.
Oh, awesome.
So nice.
Child abuse and animal genocide. Just another day of justice.
But as you can see, Ardeth's starting to do more damage, which is good. Now they've got level 5 slotting rocks there. It's going to take me a while probably to get to 9 and 10, but that's what all the patience is for, and plus having an ally to have fun with, it helps. So
what spells can you do?
Nothing yet. After we battle the witch, or not, I'm sorry, basically what'll happen is that after we get the girl, what'll happen is that we gotta go battle the witch, and then we have to head back to the water palace, because Lucas says that her friend Undine is having trouble, so then we'll get ice magic, and
True friends always grind together.
Hell yeah. Did you just hit level 6, by the way?
I think so.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh, I hit level 9. Big ass. And I can do a critical hit on mushrooms, which takes them out with one hit, which is good. Well, you can always do critical hits. I can just do a critical hit that takes them out with one hit. So.
Yeah.
I came here to be cute and kick ass, and I'm all out of cuteness.
One hit
Bubblegum
KO.
Pepper combo finish!
Sure, let's go with that.
But are we going to be disgusting plebeians and use the X-ray ability?
I thought it was pronounced anyway.
Because yes, I can English good.
No, that's boring.
Shut up, Pikachu!
No, that's boring.
Stop trying to be intelligent.
Don't be a grammar Nazi. You're not
Yeah,
California.
don't be a grammar. This isn't fucking Facebook. Come on.
Yeah, you don't drink enough Starbucks coffee to be in the grammar Nazi
This
room.
is Facebook. I'll be in jail.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be in jail. I'm in jail for 1 more week for a training joke on Facebook, and then also my secondary account got completely disabled because some woman who was actually, I'm not kidding you, she was actually taking pride in chanting out her abortion like those morons and psychos do. Basically, I asked her, so how many abortions have you had? And then this morning I wake up and my account's completely disabled. You have to use your real name. Yeah, there's like, I mean, like Donald Trump has like, there's like 30 fake Donald Trump Facebook pages out there, and then I basically get banned for a prank call person. Come on. But it's fine. I can still access my main account and read news and stuff. I just can't comment. But my mom's birthday, which is on May 26th, basically I'm going to rain havoc.
Dum, 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 dum.
Oh yeah, man, the return of the Grey Fox.
You want me to do the casino line for that?
Oh hell yeah.
Okay. I think in all fairness, I should explain to you exactly what it is that I do. For instance, tomorrow morning I'll get up nice and early and walk over to my computer and log in and see you. And if you keep reporting me, I'll name your fucking account right in front of everybody on Facebook. And just about the time I'm coming out of Facebook jail, hopefully you wouldn't have blocked me. And guess what? I'll name your fucking account again. Because I'm fucking stupid. I don't give a fuck about Facebook jail. That's my business. That's what I do. This is my second 30-day ban, by the way.
As far
I'm looking forward to number 3.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised you're not putting them down already.
I know, I am too, because my account is another fake name, but somebody eventually is gonna get the tops of it. I'm probably just gonna have to make up another make up another backup account, because I've got another email address I can use for that.
Call it bleach.
Call it bleach. Oh, Clorox bleach.
Yeah.
Tide Pool Sean.
Yeah, Clorox bleach. There's an awesome Clorox bleach on YouTube that's from Canada, and he fucking hates living in Canada. I love the guy too. He goes onto the Young Turks, and he'll be like, "Hey guys, I'm here if you need me. Take a sip," and everything like that. So then, like, there was this one. I was in the live one of the live videos they were doing on there, And he was, this one person was like, I love it when distributors come on here, they think they're so funny. And then Clorox, and then 20 Gold Nice. So then Clorox Bleach basically goes, you know, how can I be a conservative? I'm a bottle of bleach. Just take a sip and rub me in your eyes. I make bad things go away.
My team's long enough, you'll get mine.
I'm not a bad person. I help you bleach away all the intelligent thoughts on your show.
It's like on, I just love it's like on Family Guy. Do you get I'm Petey the Pistol. Do you get lonely? Yes. Me too. Could you please hug me? And then he hugs the gun. If you squeeze my trigger, I make bad people go away. Level 7, yes. But wait, I thought guns were bad. False. Guns are good. In fact, did you know that Jesus and Moses used guns to turn the tide? Oh, time bomb, great. To turn the tide against the Romans, and then they're both using AKs on top of it and gunning all the Romans down.
Even though AKs.
Now that's a dirty lie. Everybody knows that Jesus used a MiG. That's just a fact.
But yeah, the plans are Vegas. Obviously, I'll reiterate the plans. We're not meeting next week, so basically it's going to be Vegas from Thursday to Monday. Mom's retiring from teaching after 22 years on Friday, so, you know, congratulations to her for her hard work, and then she celebrates her birthday 2 days later. I am going to be, on Friday morning, I am going to be going out to Battlefield Vegas and shooting, and I'll be doing the FM2000, the MP5 SD5, and the PDW assault rifle, so I'm really looking forward to that. Can we watch videos of you? I wish. Unfortunately, my face has to remain anonymous because I talk too much shit. Eventually, we'll probably get called out one of these days, but
it's not you talking shit, it's you talking the truth. It's just everybody else has all the shit.
Oh no, I talk a lot of trash. I mean, obviously from our videos. Oh, it's anonymous? Yeah. We used to remember the 5th of November, and everybody like only knows about that from that movie Guy Fawkes Day.
Yeah.
There's an episode, how I learned about it. I learned about it through media, but ironically enough, I learned about it through old-time radio. There's actually an episode of Sherlock Holmes that takes place in, it was a 1945 recording, where basically on November 5th, they do a Guy Fawkes episode, and I learned about Guy Fawkes Day on that, and I thought it was really cool. And Sherlock Holmes, played by Basil Rathbone, the best Sherlock Holmes ever. He basically talks about a little bit of it and everything, and then the names of everybody involved and whatnot. So it's really, really cool. Now, the Count of Monte Cristo, that's always been my favorite book, and I love the fact that he actually was a fan of it, the original black and white. My favorite's the French one with Gerard Depardieu. That was done in the late 90s. That is a classic. And if you guys haven't seen it, I think it's on YouTube. Just search the Count of Monte Cristo, and you won't be disappointed. Gerard Depardieu gives a great performance, and you probably remember that name because he was the chef in Last Holiday with Queen Latifah, and he was also in 102 Dalmatians, I want to say, as one of Cruella de Vil's deputies.
Also, the best version of the Three Musketeers has Gerard Depardieu in it. In my opinion.
Really?
Well, the best modern interpretation.
Oh, okay, because I was going to say Richard Chamberlain's was, phenomenal.
Absolute masterpiece. But yeah, the best modern Three Musketeers, I should say, is Gerard Depardieu.
The Man in the Iron Mask with Leonardo DiCaprio wasn't that bad. I actually like that. I saw that in theaters. We did a double. This was around the same time that Titanic came out. My brother and I were in Laughlin, Nevada, which is a town that's along the Colorado River south of Vegas. And we went to a theater that was at the Colorado Bell. That's where we were staying. And Colorado Bell, yeah, so we were staying there. They had a theater inside the hotel. Now, in the late 90s, that was actually quite surprising. I mean, nowadays you see, like, if you go to Vegas, South Park Point's got a theater there, and that's where I saw the Road Line movie. But anyway, I digress there. So basically, Mom didn't want us to see any R-rated movies. I was 17 at the time, and my brother was 14, yeah, that's right. So because he was born in May, my brother's birthday was actually on the 17th. But what had happened was that we went to go see The Man in the Iron Mask, and then afterwards I got us in to go see the U.S. Marshals, which is what I really wanted to see. But Mom wouldn't let me because it was R-rated. So, Mom and Dad go do their gambling. When Mama don't know, don't hurt her. And then all of a sudden, my brother and I got to watch 2 kick-ass movies. I enjoyed U.S. Marshals a lot. God, Poison Needles, man, I am getting shitty treasure chest tonight with so many freaking traps. Where'd all this freaking
It's a trap!
It's a trap? Is that your Godamon? Oh, yeah.
It's an
When
Astolfo.
did I get that tree for your birthday or for Christmas? One of those, yeah. Alright, let's see if I get poisoned or punched again. Oh, I get exploded. Watch. See, it's the only one that I don't call out. I love that. Yeah, pretty much.
As far as I'm concerned, getting in trouble on Twitter basically gets you real virtue points.
Oh man, Twitter! I'm surprised that that the crap people still exists. Because Twitter is full of a lot of pussies, I'll tell you that. It's also full of a ton of people, like a ton of guys that love to pretend that they're anime girls and just roleplay with other guys on that and everything. I mean, whatever, it's like whatever, your thing's your thing, but sometimes these people go to great lengths to blackmail you into doing this shit, or other times they're just so pathetically, I used to be on the roleplay scene, and those it's what they're calling one-liners where they're not descriptive and everything. When I used to be a die-hard role player and everything, oh man, that's one thing that drove me crazy. You exited the can too soon!
Forgive me, Sensei. I have failed you.
Now nerding out on it, but the thing is, let me tell you something. Being in that type of culture and everything like that, and knowing about that, it's like some people are just like, why would you ever put yourself through that? Or how do you know about this and everything? I got to know a lot about the dark corners of the internet. Pretty cool, nice. So that's the thing. I just know so many dark corners of the internet. It's sad. I don't engage in everything of it, obviously, outside of, my light hentai use, but beyond that, it's just like, man. And and even then, the stuff I'm into isn't Psycho, level 8, nice. Because, you got these people that are into, rape, it's like, can't rape the willing, and it's like, look, it's just a fantasy, though. If you're saying this, it's like, you're not gonna get a girlfriend if you're really into this shit. So.
Yeah, Sonic's not gonna love you if you're too rough with him.
Oh my god. The Sonic porn universe is disgusting. Oh god. The foot fetish one is awful, especially where they get into the odor of his feet after he runs, and it's just like, cute,
Yeah, the crazy thing is the Sonic porn by the fans is actually worse than almost any hentai that has ever existed.
And the 3 biggest ones are the foot fetish, the fart fetish, and then the inflation fetish. Fart's self-explanatory, but inflation, in case you're allergic to this stuff, don't listen at this point if you don't want to hear it, but it's basically where it's not just pardon my dirty mouth here, cum inflation, but it's literally where they will stick a tube somewhere up your butt or your mouth and inflate your body. And this turns people on. This apparently turns people on.
Oh, I know.
Seriously. And then, of course, you got your gay Shadow and gay Sonic, and it's like, yeah, forget it. So, yeah, like I said, real warm, fun stuff we're talking about while we play Secret of Mana, huh?
Yeah, it's just, it kills me that 2 of the most wholesome games in existence, Sonic the Hedgehog and Final Fantasy, both have some of the worst fan bases. God knows.
Overwatch has the worst game. Undertale's is a close second, but Overwatch is just SJW to the fucking max.
Yeah, there's literally no level of stupid hell deep enough for Overwatch.
No kidding. Oh man, cool. So the Kid Goblin followed us over. Yeah, that's right, bitch.
Hi. You got confused.
Oh wow, I got a critical hit on both those blasts. That's fucking that's him.
Double awesome.
But anyway, sorry about that. Sorry about that little gross discussion there. Like I said, I've traveled to the dark corners of the internet, and it's not pretty.
Yeah, I used to date 2 prototype SJWs, and let's say I learned shit I don't want to know anymore.
No amount of Clorox bleach can clean out Ardeth's dark eyes.
Yeah, I used to take drama, and I used to know girls who worked in the library. Two biggest groups of freaks you'll ever find in high school.
1845. All right, let's keep going, man. All right, so we're gonna go up to Neko after we beat up these guys, and we're gonna pick up one fairy walnut. I think we'll max out our medical herbs. Or you know what? No, we're gonna get some couple wishes. That's something we desperately need right now. So.
Couple wishes. Oh my God, we're gonna get the Holy Grail.
If you're playing Pokemon, that's a revive.
You do realize that now makes you a master in the Holy Grail Wars.
Actually, I guess it makes sense.
But wait, that can't be possible. You're too smart to be a main protagonist in Phase Day Night.
Well, pen and paper wise, we just got done with Chapter 1 at the Krondor RP, so we had a good time with that. Got to Krondor, made it through the sewers, and then had a nice little ballroom experience and everything like that. So,
Yep.
we'll be traveling out east on the next visit. So.
Lots of fun memories today.
Ardeth and I are interesting. I can play more as a dude, so I played guy characters. Ardeth sometimes plays girl characters. It's kind of pretty well.
And he actually does a fairly good job of it.
That's what's
The
really
shy
funny
type
about
too.
I know, right? Who would suspect? You lied to us, Ardeth. You lied to us all.
I begged you to look at mine first. I begged you. It's your third helping, young man. Sorry, I felt like quoting some Simpsons.
Hey, that's never a bad thing,
Fat,
man.
soft, and tender. Oh, you just cut in line there. Report your attention. For how long? Oh, I think about 7 hours. I think about 7 pounds an hour ought to do.
Kind of reminds me of the jail breaking out of one of Cartman's allies from a detention in the South Park video game.
Oh no.
Oh wow.
You're not getting out this time. My men will be here in 7 minutes.
Oh, is he dressed up as the dog?
Yeah.
Nice. Might as well save too. So first, what we'll do is we're gonna go ahead and buy. So first what we're gonna do is get a fairy walnut. So that's one. We're gonna get 3 cups of wishes. That'll do just fine. And okay, all right, we're all set. So Ardeth just needs to build up about 2 more levels, I think, don't you?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I think 8. I was at 8 the last time.
And then what we'll do is we'll just get 1 more fairy walnut and probably about maybe 2 more cups of wishes, and we'll be good to go.
Those restore mana, right?
Yeah, exactly. Even though we can't cast spells yet, it's just good to get it ahead of time. You know, like we like to do. Like you saw me getting the Kung Fu dress ahead of time and everything. When you know this game well enough, you just know what to do. It's kind of like later on when we're able to fly Flamey and everything like that. You know, you can go to Gold Island and just use some massive amounts of gold to get the better equipment. Really, that's definitely something we're going to do. So.
Yeah, these old Square Enix RPGs are great for game breaking. Especially if you know where the good shit
We're not
is.
breaking the game, it's just more so we're just kind of, doing things ahead of time. So.
Yeah. Well,
Breaking the game is what Games Done Quick does. Speaking of which, that's around the corner. Next month, I forgot about that, so I'll probably be spending my week doing that shit there.
so the 3 heroes of Roast are gonna have to comment on all this year.
I wonder what, I wonder if we could probably get busted if we do like a recording of it, because they're probably going to try to, they're probably just going to try to, claim like copyright and shit like that. So. Yeah. I hope another juicy event happens like that CBG event. That was great.
Oh,
that fucking sex slave shit there.
I am betting on it.
Betting on it. So what do you think, guys? Like, what kind of scandal do you think is going to occur back in June?
I'm thinking there's going to be some disclosures about inappropriate relations that just inadvertently come out.
Yeah.
I hope Covert Muffin's there.
Oh, I know, right?
And I also hope the guy who plays Half-Life's there too, because that would be fun. I mean, Covert Muffin has a goofy laugh, but he's a very knowledgeable. He's knowledgeable and he's passionate about what he does. Which is good. So I hope Proto Magical Girl wasn't on screen again. I mean, it was such a treat to not have him on screen on our games that we
gotta get it right, dude. They want to be called an it now.
Oh yeah, that's right. I've always associated with robots. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
So why don't you go watch Grandma's Parade?
JP, yeah.
Place
it on my face.
Yeah.
Okay, JP, that wasn't appropriate.
Well, you know that. I guess that means technically, proto whatever can join the.
Whatever. You can call him Jared Ross if you wanted. That's his real name.
Yeah, that's his name.
I guess that means he's it's qualified to be a Decepticon now.
Yeah, he's not cool enough to be an Autobot or Decepticon.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
sorry.
gotta be some of those rejects that don't have a team.
He'll have to be a Minicon bitch.
Minicon.
That works.
And he'll have to be Wheelie's Minicon bitch.
Oh my
We'll have to
god.
use him somehow. No!
This-
Man, speaking of which, I haven't bought a Transformer in a while. I'll have to do that. It's mostly just been because of my health and stuff like that. I've been taking care of my doctor visits and stuff, but finally I've got all those out of the way. I'm not going to have to go again for another 2 months. But again, nothing bad happened or anything like that, just to check on my shit, so... I've lost 10 pounds, so I'm happy about that. Still got a long ways to go, but it's a good start. So just got to keep going. Alright, at 9, so that's good there. But, plan basically is walking 30 minutes a day, 5 times a week. I'm sticking to eating beef, pork, fish, chicken, turkey. I can drink diet soda, but I don't really take advantage of that often. It's just it's like a weekend thing, And I'm only gonna have after this month, I'm basically just gonna have junk food like one day a month, and that's about it. And I can do it. I mean, I've managed it before and everything. I used to do it just once a week. Now I'm gonna do it like once a month there. When you go on diets and everything, here's the thing, don't completely deny yourself, stuff that you really enjoy, but at the same time, don't overindulge in it. That's the key thing to remember. And I also do some weightlifting as well to keep my arms in shape and everything like that. So, I'm morbidly obese, I'll admit it, and everything like that. But the good news is that I'm tall, and I don't look like I'm, some big walking pile of blubber, so I'm grateful for that.
Yeah. You don't look like a fucking boulder or a blueberry either.
There you go.
If you lose enough weight, we're gonna have to change your code name to Lean Fox.
Lean Fox. Nah. Oh, good, we got a medical herb. That's cool.
Nice.
Okay.
See, that's real free universal health care for you.
Yeah, no kidding. Taking great care of your body and everything. I mean, I'm not regretting. I'm sad that I let myself go and everything. But basically, because I was diagnosed ADHD at 5, what had happened was that I was taking Ritalin, so my diet, I barely ate and everything. And when I got off it back in 8th grade, boom, I spiked, and then I started getting big, and it was my fault for continuing to eat junk and everything like that. I'm not going to make excuses or anything. It was my fault.
Yeah, same thing happened to me. Like, after I stopped taking the Ritalin in high school, I gained like 1.5 feet. I gained almost 120 pounds like in 1 year.
Oh man, I was just lucky that I got tall. I'll tell you that. Because if I was short, I would probably be like a walking blueberry, like Sister said. I'm not kidding.
I've seen one of those. There's a kid in my graduate class. He's like 5 foot, I think, and real that's not.
Yeah, I remember after I got out of high school a couple of years ago, I ran into an old friend of mine, and she apparently had been following me around for half an hour because she couldn't believe it was me. I mean, I used to be so...
Creepy stalker!
I know. Oh, no. No. I have many creepy stalkers. There's like small little subdivisions of them. It's like this side lives on the east side, and this one's on the south side, and they're at war with the west siders. But no, she was like this eyeballing me for a half an hour. She's like, "Is that you?" It's like, I didn't even recognize you. Because I was so small and skinny, people actually used to think I was a girl for many years. Yeah, I actually had a guy ask me out because he thought I was a little girl. It's like, I'm flattered, but I don't quite cook with that foot. But I happen to know some drama students who do.
Now, with the back, I hate to be all over the place, but back to the Facebook thing. Boy, what the hell am I doing? There we go. Back to the Facebook thing. If my main account gets disabled and everything like that, I don't think I'm going to return to social media. Honestly,
social media like I do.
The thing is that YouTube seems to be presenting me with plenty of things I can watch and stuff like that. But the thing that I might do is I might actually just do. I do have one other backup account, and I think I'll just follow everything that I followed before. And what I'll do is, you did it again, man.
Sorry.
I think what I'll do is I'll just not post and just kind of stay in the shadows. Basically, that's what I'm going to do with that. And because it is actually a decent news source for me, basically. And there are some great pages on there, like Ardeth and I, really good. Tactical Assault Smoke 3.0 is great. Ben Shapiro's okay. Milo sadly is vanished off the face of the earth. It's just so sad. It's so sad what happened after he got canned for Brightburst. It just ruined his career, basically. And I know what he said was taken out of context and everything like that. I get it. And I get that what he was saying and everything was just deliberately said in a horrible manner. But, some people succeed, some people don't. Now, I like Stephen Crowder as well. He does his Change My Mind and everything. That's some good stuff. Fleckus Talks is a nice guy, too. He's a really friendly person. I also like Slightly Offensive. They actually work together, and they're pretty good, too. And then a recently new one that we discovered, Operation Cold Front, is really awesome. They don't take the shit from anybody, too. They literally will shout at you and, mock you and everything. And it's about damn time.
Yeah.
I like Terrence Pop on YouTube. He's absolutely hilarious.
Oh, yeah?
I also like the Joe Rogan experience. His interview with Macaulay Culkin was brilliant.
There's a little YouTube story about Macaulay Culkin. So they took there's a viral video that was made several years back that showed him pulling out a piece of pizza from a brown bag and he started eating it. I left a comment on YouTube, and of course, my handle BreakBox37. I left a comment on YouTube that said, "Here's his very own cheese pizza." Just like Home Alone 2 when he's in the limo. So.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Oh, damn it, now I want pizza. But, no. The only thing that'd be open right now is pizza, and I'm definitely not the pizza. No. I'm done with, I'm done with them.
Domino's, or as I like to call them, Dama-Hos.
Like I said, this is the last month that I'm doing a little frivolous stuff and things before I start getting back hardcore into things here. But I've got plenty of meats in the freezer and the fridge, and then I've got some veggies like carrots and... Oh, no.
Well, I think we can all
agree. No processed food. I'm not doing that, so...
Well, I think we can all agree on one thing. No Papa John's.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Papa John's 11, nice. These go to 11. Now, Papa John's is one of... I do like their thin crust barbecue pizza. I will give them that. That is the only pizza. I remember when they would get Papa John's, I remember our old roommates were fascinated with it. Now, what I will do is I will get a thin crust barbecue pizza, chicken pizza, no bacon with onion. So that is actually pretty damn good. However, every other pizza, forget it. I remember, the history of Papa John's is really interesting too. I remember when they first came out, they were just about the pizza. Now, Pizza Hut, of course, had the wings and stuff like that, the breadsticks and everything. Papa John's was just strictly about the pizza. So they did a news report on it where they were doing Pizza versus Papa John's. And Papa John's was talking about how, for their sauce, they'll pick the 8 to 13 best, richest tomatoes and everything out on the vine and whatnot. But then I taste the sauce and it's crap. Pizza Hut, on the other hand, admits that they use like this specially type brand canned, pizza sauce. And I said, we just use canned pizza sauce that's really good, and our customers like it. And I was like, yeah, I don't mind at all. And I used to work at Pizza Hut, and the sauce isn't that bad. It now comes in huge plastic. It used to come in cans, but now since the mid-2000s, it comes in pouches now. The marinara and the pizza sauce basically both come in pouches. And then what you do is there's these buckets that you have to fill up to certain degrees and things like that you squeeze in, and then you basically mix it up that way and things. So that's how you make Pizza Hut pasta sauce, or pizza sauce and marinara sauce, ironically enough. And I'm not going to tell you, where they get it or things like that or what's in it or anything, because Pizza Hut more than likely will be like, okay, you got to take this video down or something like that. But that's actually how you would make the sauce when I worked at Pizza Hut. And I mean, Pizza Hut, I'll tell you, it's not, if for any, chain pizza, Pizza Hut's the way to go, hands down. I think we can all agree on that. Well, no, I'm talking about chains, not like local. Yeah. What would you say? Are the Pizza Hut all the way?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's just for chain pizzas. Now, in Tucson, there's 3 really, really good pizza places. There's Empire Pizza, which is outstanding. There's Upper Crust, which is my favorite. Unfortunately, I think a few things have changed with it since that one original owner went to California. But then there's Mario's, and Mario's isn't too bad. It's a little too greasy, but it does the thing. And I stopped being a Mario's customer for about 4 years, and I'll tell you why. We were ordering, and I said we were ordering like 30 minutes before closing time. And what had happened was that I used to work up until about like 10 at night and everything like that. And I went the wrong way. I'm sorry, but yeah, we'll just go through here. That'll reset it. I used to work until like 10 or 11 at night. Or no, I'm sorry, 9 at night. And Mario's would close at 10. So I'd come home and be like, yeah, we're not getting pizza. We're getting Mario's pizza for sure. So I called and I said, yes, I'd like to place a delivery order, please. And there's nothing wrong with my cell phone, by the way. The dude hangs up on me. My eyes just bulged out of my socket. So I call up again. And I'm like, hey, who hung up on me before? They're like, nobody hung up on me. It's like, how do you know? I called a moment ago, and they could hear me, and they just hung up on me and everything. And, now you guys are closed, and I can't order. All right, Ardeth reached 10, right on. So now I can't order. So they were like lying to me the whole time. I said, you know what, now I'm getting pizza. I said, I'm never ordering for you guys again, basically. And I ended it. But, recently, about 4 years later, I gave them another chance, and they've been great now.
What's cool about them, too, is they have other food that turn this pizza. So I get, like, this chicken
dinner. Yeah. They have good toast.
Yes, they do.
I remember when I used to donate to the Red Cross, I used to like to go to Yokohama Rice Bowl back when it was still good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but then they changed recipes, and let's just say there's not a whole lot of Yokohama Rice Bowls in Tucson anymore.
This is really fun. It's great that we're able to talk about random stuff while we're doing this. I like this here. Speaking of prices and quality, one thing about Las Vegas, which unfortunately I've been going to Las Vegas since I was 10 years old, and I'm almost 37 now. I remember back in the late 90s, you could go to like Harrah's Buffet, and for like lunch it was like $6.99 a person, and the quality of the food was like basically like, if you were to rate it on a 5-star scale, it was like 3.5 out of 5 stars, but it was like a high 3.5 basically. I can't give it a 4 because, I tasted 4 and 5 today and things like that, especially after we went to the Wicked Spoon.
Yeah.
So, which is the best damn buffet in Vegas, hands down. I used to love the M Buffet over at South Point, but the Wicked Spoon, wow, blew my mind.
Yeah.
But I digress. So the food was filling. It was good. My brother and I would go there before we would do like our exploration through Vegas. And, mom and dad would be doing their thing like spa days or stuff like that. and we'd go around like shopping or for like video game stuff, or we would just basically go to the pool and chill and things like that. So basically, what happened though was, as the years progressed, people stopped gambling. So what happened as a result of that was that people, like Vegas, doubled their prices for everything. They took refrigerators out of their hotel rooms even, and it's like, oh yeah, you get a room with a refrigerator, but you got to pay like $10 extra for it. And and then here's the worst part. So when Sis and I stayed at the Excalibur 2 years ago, we went to the buffet for breakfast. The quality was so atrocious. It was $21 a fucking person. We go to the Luxor buffet last year. It wasn't that bad. Same price, but it was not that bad. Considering and everything. So the Luxor buffet. I mean, if you need a buffet that's kind of on the go and filling and everything, and you're on the south side of the strip, Luxor buffet's okay. It's nothing I'll rave about or anything, but the quality of the food stayed slightly above average. I have to give it that. I really do. But if you really, really want a great buffet, Wicked Spoon at the Cosmo, baby. That's just phenomenal. It's expensive. It's $28 a person, but you get really attentive staff members. You get high quality food, and you get just you can even get like a whole bucket of beer practically if you want. It's just amazing. The desserts are incredible. The brunch. I mean, the brunch is the way to go, hands down. They make hash brown casserole, which puts Cracker Barrel to shame. I kid you not. The scrambled eggs, and I'm going to say this. I know this is a weird adjective. The scrambled eggs are the sexiest scrambled eggs I've ever had in my life. I kid you not. And what were you going to say, sis?
A really good macaroni.
Yes, the Wicked Mac and Cheese.
Yeah.
So yeah. All right. Before we continue on with talking random and whatnot, here's the plan. We're going to launch ourselves with Canon Travel Center, go back to Pandora, and we're going to explore Pandora now since we didn't do it the last time. Now, there's another option you can do at this point. Like I said before, if you explored Pandora before, what will happen is that you go to the castle and you can get the girl first, but if you go to Gaia's Navel, she's not going to go with you and she's going to run off. So then what can happen is you can either do this. You can either go forward at this point, or if you got the girl before, you can go forward as well. What will happen is that if you go into the haunted forest, you're going to go onto a screen that's going to have 4 werewolves that are going to be attacking her, and you're going to help her out, and then she's going to bitch about you abandoning her and everything. So that's an option you can do. You don't have to go back to Pandora if you don't want to. You can actually go straight to the haunted forest, and then the girl will meet you and everything. So that is one option you can do. We're going to do it the Canon way, though, where we're going to go to Canon Travel Center, go to Pandora and explore. So that's what we're going to do right now after we get this treasure chest. 14 gold, nice. So there's a bunch of Lilibuds that are around here.
Oh my god, those little noises he makes.
Yeah, so cute. I've never played with anybody that's used the bow before, by the way. So this is like the first time, so it's pretty cool. Alright, another medical herb. Alright, so this guy, you talk with him. A witch lives up ahead in the haunted forest. Be careful, that place is chock full of monsters. Some poor girl went in there alone. By now, there's probably no hope for her. So basically, that's the plot filler. But again, here's Canon Travel over here to the right, and basically we're just going to go pick her up at Pandora. So, 50 gold a trip, so we're going to go over to Pandora. You sure try not to open yourself up to mischief while you're there, just pop yourself in the barrel.
Ah, darn it, now I have to behave.
Travel Scooby-Doo style in a barrel, like down the river and whatever episode that is on there.
I thought you were going to crack a Matt Foley joke. Yeah. I live in a van down by the river!
I tell you what, though, if you guys ever find yourself in Tucson, Arizona, try scoping out Laverna's Cafe. It's only open for lunch, I believe, from 11 to 2. But it's got some of the best diner food, and the people there are so nice and friendly.
Rock on.
And it's even close to my house, which is even better.
If you like Mexican food, go to Casa Molina.
Yeah.
They have the best salsa in town. They've got the best taco salad around. Really good tacos, really good burritos. The chicken soup's good, the tortilla soup's good. They even have good American burgers if you're not into Mexican food, like our Mexican friend here is.
He's crazy like that.
I'm a traitor to my own people. I apologize.
Excuse me, hold on. Swallowed on my saliva there.
Dude, what's wrong with
But
you?
hey, in all fairness, my great-grandma hated Mexicans. She was a Mexican, and she loved white people. So, you know.
Yeah, she's kind of crazy.
So, this is basically the girl's home. The master and his daughter left for the castle. I believe they're working out the details of their arranged marriage. Ooh. Yep. So we go upstairs and there's not going to be anybody up here, so...
There's just weird stuff to look at.
Boy, father and daughter sleeping in the same room, that's just great. Anyway...
Yeah.
It's the pro-Jared family plan.
Anyway...
Too soon?
Yeah, too soon.
Buddy.
So we'll go down to this house here.
I'm sorry, man.
Talk to this person here.
Wow.
Leave me alone. I don't know anything. It wasn't me.
That's totally not suspicious there, buddy.
I'll be sure not to tell that to Inspector Zenigata. The guy who chases Lupin the Third.
Yeah.
It was the wolf in disguise the whole time. I love me some Lupin, man.
Now,
I still remember.
Now, of course, this place won't be available until after we solve the riddle of the zombie attack here.
Oh, fine.
I'm going to call it a zombie attack. I mean, it's not a real zombie attack, but everybody's acting like mindless zombies.
Yeah.
Oh, my ears. So this is a little sad. Here's a little girl. Whoa, whoa. And then talk to the boy. Well, what's wrong with Mama and Papa? And unfortunately, Mama and Papa aren't talking. Oh, you can talk to people too, just like the original Pimp.
Yeah.
Now here's something that kind of disturbs me. There's only 2 beds, and you've got a mother, father, and 2 kids.
Yeah.
So
That's disturbing.
I guess it's father, son, and then mother, daughter in bed, the same bed.
Unless it's the Ada family deal.
Or they separated, the way where it's father, mother, and then daughter and son and whatnot. I don't know how these things work during fantasy times. I'm just rambling. Alright, well, oh yeah. Don't talk to anybody out here, dude. They're just zombies. Just another Tide commercial.
Damn it, and Chris Redfield retired 2 days ago.
No.
So Grandma isn't talking. And then, well, wife's gone a bit senile. She doesn't get out and won't say a thing. Well, got some news for you, partner.
Yeah, that's not why.
And then here's Pamela. Some townsfolk suddenly start gathering at the ruins of the south. Things have been odd around here lately. Even her grandma's in her usual Sprite self. Now she's kind of wearing the same outfit that the girl's wearing too, which is pretty cool. It must be like the fashion trend of Pandora when you get older.
Yeah, I guess Grandma had a little too much Twitter last night.
Alright, now we're going to go up to the castle here. This is Pandora Castle. So we'll go in here once Ardeth catches up. There we go.
Stop lagging behind.
Yeah, I'm playing the Sprite for a reason. Can you tell?
Take a look here. These are the outer walls here. Ooh, okay. And then here's the inner courtyard here. And what we're going to do is we're going to go inside this little barrack here. Dialect has been haven't returned from the witch's castle yet. Talk to this radio dude. I don't want to throw away my life. I've had enough of this dangerous country. I move it back home. The townsfolk and most of the soldiers are acting like lifeless dolls and no one knows why. I was supposed to be assigned to Dialect's troop, but I'm a no fool. I took fate to cold so they wouldn't send me with them. Don't tell anyone. Now you got like three guards there and a dude, and then it's like 4 beds, and then there's plenty of other guards in the castle.
Yeah.
So now you're kind of wondering, are these other soldiers sleeping with each other?
Yeah.
This is Pandora Castle. Thank you very much.
Hey, Gray Fox, these soldiers work hard and they play harder.
The Empire attacked us once about 15 years ago, and then everybody dance. Why are the people near the entrance to the southern ruins wearing strange masks? One of us.
Geeble gobble.
Yeah. When's Tyler coming back? He promised he'd play with me. I love how the boys wear those raccoon caps.
Yeah.
You know there's an enormous tree called the Mana Tree? That's what they tell me. Really?
Well, he's just hoping to channel the spirit of Davy Crockett by proxy.
The souls of town people have been sucked up by that witch up north.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, this is the Emerald Kingdom has been cursed by the witch. Okay. Little girl here. Something evil lies in the ruins to the south. Have you heard Sir Almond has planned an arranged marriage with his daughter? They should be upstairs now. Something that stuck true with the Super Nintendo game is that after certain events happen, these two girls disappear, and then other events happen, and then the people on the previous floor disappear as well. The Super Nintendo, it did that. It also does that in this one, so I'll show you in just a moment here after we're done up here. So now it's time to get our third party member.
He's very
My dad is infuriating. I'm in charge of my life, not him. Oh, right. You're that dummy I saved earlier. Sorry about before. Huh? Is that a sword? I didn't know you were a swordsman. No, I'm actually... That's perfect. Now's our chance to pay you back for saving me. I need your help. We need to teach that witch a lesson. We're going to save Dylan. But I have to go to the underground palace. Save that for later. Come on, let's go, whatever your name is. I'm Fox. What's your name? Oh, you can call me... What will you call this young lady? Okay, so her default name is Prim.
boring.
Go ahead and backspace for me.
Backspace?
Oh. No, on the keyboard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, then you gotta type in this one. So yeah, just go ahead and delete all that. Alright, let's see. Do I want to roll with Suki? Do I want to roll...
Oh, I have an idea. What about launch?
No. I'm going...
She's not really
I'm
nice.
kind of going with girlfriend names right
Okay.
now, so yeah, so let's see. Do I want to go with Suki? Or do I want to go... Let's see. Or do I want to go with Tyla?
What about Raquel?
I'm going with girlfriend names, bro. That's not a girlfriend name. Let's go with Tyla. Capital T-I-L-A.
How again?
I-L-A. India, Lima, Alpha. There you go. Alright, now I got it.
Oh.
There we go. Sure, let's go with that. Tyla, join the party.
I wish she wasn't so rude.
Alright, so she, guess what she is? Oh, damn it, my glasses. Could you grab my cleaning cloth? It's right underneath my phone on my desk there. Sorry about this, folks. I have polarized lenses, and unfortunately I can't use a shirt on it to clean it because it fogs it the fuck up, so I just gotta clean these real quick and we'll continue the adventure.
Our grand quest for justice.
Yeah.
And animal abuse.
Alright, so what we're going to do first is we're going to go ahead and equip her with the hair ribbon. Alright, so that's going to raise her defense 3, evade 23, and magic defense by 3. We're going to equip her with the power of Embrace, so that's going to raise her defense by 4, her evade by 15, and her magic defense by 7. And then last but not least, we're going to equip her with the Kung Fu dress, which raises her defense by 13, and her magic defense by 8. So this is basically the top equipment that's going to last us for quite a while here in the beginning. So if you go through this door, you're going to see her father here, Sir Elman. What are you doing, Tyla? I hate you, Dad. Papa!
You never understood me, Dad. Now I'm gonna slip my wrist to the plain white cheese.
No longer my home. I'm never coming back. Good for you. Alright, so anyway, we're gonna go to the King's Chamber, and this is gonna set off the Gemma scene here. Fox, you're here. I suppose you've seen the state of the town, yes? Which lady appears to be draining people's life energy for some unknown purpose. Once their energy is spent, the people seem to congregate in the ruins of the southern part of town. I'm heading there now to assess the situation. So then he leaves. Then you go talk to a guard here. You may not enter. Yeah, okay, I'm already there. The Republic of Tasnica is our ally and its citizens are friends. So that's where Gemma's from there. So we'll talk to the king. What a nightmare. My people are acting like zombies, and I have no idea when the Empire might strike. My scouts say the troops I sent to fight the witch at Elman's suggestion were soundly defeated. What, you mean my dad is the reason why Dialect was ordered to attack the witch's castle? This whole mess was a cowardly plot to drive Dialect and me apart. Watch your tongue. You want to silence me? Fine, let's go, Fox. Fox, your queen. You say you were expelled from your village. Unfortunately, this realm has problems of its own. It would be best for you to leave with this matter as soon as you can. Alas, Counselor, or Chancellor, this is such a peaceful country until now. When is the world coming to? Now we'll go to the king's room. There's the princess. I've never seen the king look as troubled as he has these past few days. And then these are the king's chambers. And here's a guard. This is a treasure vault. I will not leave my post until the Hero of Legend returns. Now leave!
That's us. Sorry.
Fuck you fairy. Alright, so
hey, I'm not a fairy, I'm a sprite.
Yeah.
You're misgendering me.
Oh yeah, get me arrested there, Justin Trudeau. Alright, now
That's
on the left
racist.
side on the left side over here there's a room with like nobody in it. It's a kitchen basically. And, I just figured I'd just show that
Nobody
off.
wants to eat.
Does Wing eat? Oh no, she's a delicate little flower.
I'm tired of them putting shit in the water that makes the sprites genderless.
So, as you can see, the green-haired girl is gone. So now that event occurred with the arranged marriage discussion, she's gone. Interesting little, game thing, or game programming there. Game thing. And it's the thing and the thing.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're going to exit the castle now. We're going to go back to
the things and the Spanish fly.
We're going to go back to the Pamela's house here because she's going to say something now that the girl's in her party. What do you think? Do you want to stick with the knuckles with the girl or should I give her the axe?
Ooh, the axe.
Okay. I usually give her the axe.
Yeah,
I usually give her the axe. Well, that was a nice play on words.
Hey man, she's got to get her Lizzie Borden on.
She's so great. So why not?
Alright, so we're going to go left here. And let's go inside.
Yeah, she's just a historical fit. She's just a fan of historical murder, that's all.
Talk to Pamela here. Hi, Pamela. Oh, Tyler. Is Dialect back yet? I see. Don't worry. I'm sure he's fine. I hope so. Arigato means thank you, So the translation, of course, is a bit off. The English version is a bit off. But we're not going to be playing it in English because it fucking sucks.
Ew, no.
So.
No.
I mean, if you like dubbed anime or games or things like that, I mean, more power to you. But the voices in this game are just atrocious. If you think High School DxD is dubbed as bad, this is like far worse.
Oh, they still dance.
So what we're going to do is we're going to do some end scenes real quick
Oh, those
here.
are funny.
Yeah.
113 gold I have.
This game doesn't have the Black Butler dub.
Wow, that was the best blacksmith I've ever seen. He's making a rusty sword shine like it's brand new. With a sword like this on his side, everyone can tell that I'm a knight who means business. I know, I'll try it out with a few practice swings. It figures. What's your problem? So immature. A rust-free sword doesn't make you a knight. You'll never be a warrior like Dialect without training. That's why I'm practicing. That wasn't practice, that was posing. You just wanted to look cool holding that sword. No, I didn't. The truth hurts. Fine, no more sword practice today or any day. Happy now? Oops, I didn't realize I touched the nerve. You did not. Like I said, you're so immature.
Oh dear me, I think I smell some dairy love interest.
Well, it'll happen way later on. Because she's going after Dialect, so yeah, the way he lays back on the bed is cute.
Seriously, that Sprite is like a humanized Pikachu with red hair.
Yeah.
I just want to get one and hug it all day long.
Alright, so...
They probably make a plushie of that.
Let's see here. Hang on, let me tingle there. So here's another scene here. What is this? There's something on my face? Just can't decide if I should make you my underlings or not. You look like troublemakers to me. Underling, forget it. Besides, he looks more like the subordinate type than I do. No way am I taking orders from them. So that was a strange act back there. Did you really manage to trick travelers into giving you money? No comment. That's not good enough. Tell me. No one ever else falls for our ruse except you guys. Good. I didn't want to track around with a liar who cheated a bunch of innocent people out of their gold. Calling me a liar, that's a little harsh. I apologized already, remember? And it's my nature to be tricky. I'm a Sprite. You just gotta expect a prank or two. Not on this journey. It begins!
Wow!
Come on. At least I'm not as bad as the pixies and fairies. I think we can all agree they're the far bigger pranksters.
Oh, here.
Alright, so we're waking up again.
And besides, Titania and Oberon are the biggest bitches in the fairyland.
Alright, let's see if there's another.
It's all Oberon's fault that we got SAO Season 2, goddammit.
Oh, here.
Nope, okay, so we can continue on. Right after our third nap.
Yep. Very tired today.
By the way, is it just me, or does Tila have elf ears?
Tyla. Yeah, she does.
Oh dear me, we've got a Sprite, an elf, and a boy. What happens if they walk into a bar?
So, you want to stop here, or do you want to keep going?
Yeah, I can keep going.
Okay, so what we're going to do now, alright, so here's where we'll stop. We're going to level up, this is just going to be a grinding video, I decided, so we're going to level up the girl to level 10, talk a bit more, and then we'll call it quits. Next time, of course, we'll be going into the Haunted Forest, and we'll just do the whole castle during that playthrough there. And so these will be going to like a once a week thing now, basically, since I've got my full cast and everything like that, so... And yeah, we're going to take the Cannon Travel Center over to Guy's Neighbor, so... Excuse me. Now, one thing you can do now that you've got... Now, since we're going to have two controlled party members, and we're going to have, one that's going to be computer controlled, what you want to do is make the computer-controlled character capable of charging up their weapon, and then that way they'll give you support with, like, massive attacks. You don't necessarily want to do that, and I'll show you how to do it on the action grid when the time comes. You don't necessarily want to do that when you get to, when you are having computer control, because later on, if they take too long to charge up and they're not attacking, enemies, especially in the Clear Land later on, can just whack the living shit out of you. So you want to make sure that, you've got everybody able to do single attacks when you're playing by yourself. But if you're playing with somebody else, hell, let the computer-controlled character charge up, and that's good backup for you. And you can, basically have the main person, whoever's better at casting healing spells, make sure that you've got somebody that's quick to do that and pays attention really well to people's health and things like that. Don't let a slow person do it, because it could be a matter of life and death, especially if you're in an area where, you need to level up a bit more, so that's the best advice I can give on that there. So we're firing off to Gaia's Navel. Tyla leveled to 2, so we're, we've got one level up there, which is good.
The three heroes are blasting off again.
Yeah, there you go.
And of course that automatically makes me the James of the group.
Well, that totally makes sense too, because Raven Nostress is all the time.
I think it's more him embracing his true identity.
So more Gaia's naval leveling, yippee.
Mistried ending, yes, Speaking of James, I wish he had gotten his growler, but no.
Remember the episode where they went to the beach and James had those inflatable boobs?
Yep.
And it was shocking how good you looked with them.
Almost makes you wonder at the wedding, who's going to be wearing the dress, him or Jesse? My money says James.
Tyler's at level 3, so we're moving quick along here, which is good. Now, if you ever, if you want to change characters, you can just hit like left and right on the bottom arrow keys there, which is really cool. Especially if somebody's asleep or ballooned or something of that nature. It's a nice thing to do, especially if you're playing by yourself. So, otherwise, you use the allies ring command, and then that'll pull up their stats and everything, like I was doing earlier to arm Tyler with her equipment and everything. So, and that's also how when later on when you get magic, you'll cast it and everything like that. So, Tyler's a level 4.
The glory days of great Squaresoft games.
Yeah, no kidding.
Before the dark times. Before the Enix merger.
Enix was a great company, though. I mean, they were the creators of Dragon Quest. They also created ActRaiser. They also created Brain Lord, which is I'll tell you this, underrated classic for sure. Well, Brain Lord was basically a kind of like a Zelda-style game. You could, alright, Tyler's weapon skills up, so let me just take care of this first, and I'll go into the explanation there. So basically, here's how it works. So what you do is you hit it to level 1. You do attack enemies not targeted by allies, because that means that you'll attack anything, which is good. Now, when you move the attack gauge up here, your AI-controlled allies will actually charge up to whatever level they build their weapon up to. So like I said, don't do this if you're playing alone. You're the one that solely should be charging up your weapon to do the attack. The other hand, though, if you're playing with, like I am with Ardeth, yeah, let the computer control character do it, because that's good backup there. But anyway, Brain Lord was basically an RPG where it was kind of like Zelda style, where what you would do is you could jump, you could block with a shield, you could use different weapons, and you could equip armor and helmets and things like that. Then you would use items like apples and cheese to refill it. You could charge up your attack level to fire spells off, things of that nature there. And what happened was that basically you play a character named Reamer, and Reamer basically is a son to the last line of the Dragon Warriors, and dragons were becoming basically extinct on Earth. So Reamer later on follows in his father's footsteps to become a dragon warrior, and he joins a group of people who are trying to find out if they're dragons. So they go to various places around these world maps to find dragons and everything. There's a Dark Lord that's apparently trying to take over the world, and the Dragon Warrior and his dragon actually have to fight together, basically, to this deal. Now, the reason why they call it Brain Lord is because there are puzzles, like switch puzzles, jumping puzzles, math puzzles, things like that you have to solve in order to progress to different places, to obtain keys to unlock different doors, and things of that nature there. And it was a really big, challenging game. It has the plot's decent and everything, but it's a very underrated, what I call Dark Horse RPG classic. Enix also made the Soul Blazer trilogy, which was basically, the first game, of course, was Soul Blazer, which actually used health bars that were similar to the ones that were used in ActRaiser, and also sound effects and things like that. The second game in that was Illusion of Gaia, which I feel is a very overrated game, and it was kind of like a hack and slash, much like Zelda as well. The third one, which never reached the States, which is the best out of the three of them, is Terranigma, which is just an amazing game. Great soundtrack, great gameplay. I mean, it was just like the pinnacle of the Soul Blazer saga. But alas, it never hit America. But you can get you get ROMs of it. I mean, I know emulation's under attack, and I'm grateful that I've been saving emulators. Like, emulators and ROMs have been around since I was in high school, which was in the late 90s. So if you ever get a chance, yeah, Terranigma is fucking awesome.
There's also a version of Secret of Mana that came out on PS1. Very hard to find nowadays. I can't quite remember what it was called, but it had very similar gameplay, but it had this weird mechanic where you would get like these seeds or these various things you would place on the map, and they would become the locations. But based on where you placed them in correlation to other areas, it would change like which enemies would show up, how high their levels were, which stuff would appear, which events would have the chance to happen. It was one of the deepest and most unusual RPGs I ever played on the PS1. And by the way, I played Persona 2 Eternal Punishment to completion on that system. Again, one of the harder PS1 games to find, but goddamn, is the music fucking amazing. Oh yeah, I used to spend upwards of like an hour just listening to the music at the convenience store.
Now, the third game of the Secret of Mana trilogy is another one that never hit America, but it wasn't that bad, basically. You could take control of 3 of 6 different cast members and make different types of combos for what you wanted. I usually did the warrior, the sorceress, and the thief. Those are like my go-tos, basically. But, you know, there's an emulator, there's a ROM of that on the Super Nintendo as well. Sword of Mana, which was basically a re-envision of the first one, Final Fantasy Adventure, or as they call it, Adventure now on the cell phone and Vita. Basically, use the same type of fighting system and graphics system that Secret of Mana 3 used, basically. But Adventure of Mana is the best one. I mean, it really re-envisions the Game Boy version, which was called Final Fantasy Adventure because it was made by Square. It re-envisions it with better visuals and musical. The remix of the music is actually really good too. I'm going to see if I can record it while playing on my cell phone, but I doubt it. It's just, I wish I could hook my cell phone up to my TV and just, play it off of that. And I'm sure there's a way to do it, and I'll probably research it, but it's just a phenomenal game. But then, and then again, I'd probably have to sync my cell phone up to my laptop so I can record, but yeah.
Speaking of interesting good games most people don't know exist, have either one of you heard of Beyond the Oasis on the Genesis?
It sounds familiar.
Yeah, that was the Sega Genesis's attempt at a Zelda killer. And while it was never a Zelda killer, I actually consider it to be pretty competent. It kind of had a similar style gameplay where it had kind of like the isometric top-down perspective. You would collect various weapons and items from fallen enemies, but you also had like these 4 elemental sprites, and they're like tied to this magic gun that you had, and you could use them in various ways, not only for combat and healing, but also for solving puzzles, which was kind of interesting. It kind of reminded me of some of the puzzle elements from Zelda, the Oracle of the Seasons, where you not only could use them for combat, but also for a lot of puzzle solving.
As you can see here, I'm taking control of the girl because I was ballooned, but now I'm back to the game.
Yeah, the interesting thing about Beyond the Oasis was, even though you could pick up weapons, they degraded over time, so they would break.
Oh yeah, and then they implemented that in Breath of the Wild, which I just hated.
Yeah, kind of weird to see the Master Sword lose its power like that.
Ooh, got headgear, very cool, so you can sell that.
Yeah, Beyond the Oasis was interesting. They also had another really weird one that I'm not even sure most people realize even got an English translation. It was called Landstalker. Yeah, it was again, it was kind of like an isometric one, but you also had, aside from the traditional types of puzzles back then, you could also jump, so there was a lot of platforming and platforming puzzles. And it kind of had like this rogue, elvish, almost Han Solo medieval sort of character. And he basically finds this fairy who's on the land for whatever trouble she got herself into. And she's always like talking crap about how she knows the location of the secret treasure. And of course he's in it for the money, so like, you know, I'll protect you, but you gotta show me where the treasure is. It's kind of like what would happen if Han Solo was a cute little elf boy and he had a fairy girl. Hey kid, I'm just doing this for the cash. I love that game. It's a bit of a hard one to find though. If you're gonna search for that one on eBay, bust out your wallet, baby. Be prepared to make it rain like Oprah, if you know what I mean. Yeah, there's a lot of good games I played before in the past, and man, do I wish I held on to the copies.
Another game that another game that is a little more well known, but I found it to be slightly overrated. Also, I think it was just because the PlayStation 1 kind of remade it a little bit poorly. Was Lunar Silver Star Story and Turtle Blue. These were games that originally came out on the Sega CD that basically had colorful graphics for the time, and they even had anime sequences in it, which was really cool. And on the Sega CD, I mean, it was a lot better on the Sega CD. The PlayStation 1 had a graphical update and an animation update and voice actor update, things like that. But honestly, I felt it was a bit of an overrated series that might have just actually been ruined by the PS1 experience with it, basically. So.
Yeah, they kind of took the Castlevania Symphony of the Night PSP remake route on that one. I mean, yeah, the voice act, the dialogue was a little quirky in Symphony of the Night, but we loved it for that, man.
Die, monster! You do not belong in this world.
What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets. But enough talk. Have at you!
This cannot be! No!
You seem human, and yet, what do you here?
Ardeth at 11, nice. I love the Bloodlines theme that they play in the beginning when you climb the stairs. And that with the hard guitar is such a badass song. It's repetitive, but it's still just so cool. Rondo Blood is always going to be my favorite non-RPG Castlevania, hands down. And then for RPG Castlevania, well, you know, I'm probably going to have to go with. I'm probably just gonna have to go with Torture Room. I know it's shocking that I'm not saying Symphony of the Night. But the reason why I like Torture Ruin is because you can enter different types of levels while exploring in each castle, which I found was innovative. I wish that it's sad that you don't take control of the Belmont level, but if you beat the game with Jonathan Morris, there is a Richter mode you can unlock, and Maria's your sidekick. So that pretty much, you know, makes it all nice and well.
Plus, that had some of the best characters in the franchise, you know, the two vampire sisters, the real Eric Lacarde, not the fighting version, who will go unnamed for being a bratty little twat on Judgment. It had good music. I actually love that somebody tried to steal the power of Dracula through the castle.
And I love the fact that it takes place during World War II, but unfortunately they don't really play off too much on it. Kind of like in the prequel to that Generations, where basically it takes place during World War I, but alas, they don't really go too much into it there.
Plus, the characters really did grow quite a bit by the end of it.
Yeah.
And I loved how they both played off of each other, you know, Charlotte would have to keep Jonathan's rash nature under control. Jonathan would have to constantly give her pep talks or remind her that even as smart as she is, she doesn't know everything. That was a very well-written Castlevania game.
I didn't really like the English voices were okay, but I wish they gave a Japanese option in it. I didn't really like the fact that they went to anime art styles like the Dawn of Sorrow and Portrait of Ruin, but then when Order of Ecclesia came out, they went back to the original art style, and they gave you a Japanese option. Now, Order of Ecclesia was an interesting one due to the fact that they had awesome like tattoo magic combos and things like that. And that's what the upcoming Bloodstained Ritual of the Night kind of follows when you're playing as Miriam. And basically these shards get stabbed into her and she gains the power from it because she's kind of one of those shard elementalists or something like that. I forgot the name they used with it. But it's looking to be a great game. Now I'm debating, you know, I think I'll get it on Steam actually. I think I'm going to get it on Steam because I can record playing that blind and raw basically. So I think I'll definitely do that. I'd love to play a game brand new with not knowing what to do. So I think I'll definitely get it on Steam. I was originally thinking of getting it on the Switch because of it being portable and, you know, fuck, I might even buy it on the Switch, you know? So, 2 different copies, why not?
Also, side note, my boy here, Gray Fox 37, actually got me Order of Ecclesia, and I love it.
Got it as a Christmas gift, yeah, that was a really nice one there.
And I gotta say, I think it's one of the most underrated Castlevanias out there.
The jeweler in that game, if you have the Japanese voices, her voice is so sexy. So that's another reason why I love playing. I mean, if like you talk with her, she'll be like, "Hi," you know, and in that deep, like seductive voice, and you know, it's just like, oh yeah, popping it,
Oh,
snapping.
Tapped it, doing it tomorrow.
Now, it's really one thing that you could do with if you're playing by yourself in this, because the axe, because the sword's required to cut down bushes, the axe required to cut down boulders, and then the whip's required to cross chasms. You can have all 3 characters basically equipped with those weapons and switch between them if you're playing by yourself to, you know, basically overcome obstacles. So that's a nice little thing you can do too. Now, personally, I love to always equip the Sprite with the spear and then the girl with the axe, basically. But I decided that Ardeth and I would go a different route, see what we wanted to do. And it's really, really cool that Ardeth decided to play with the bow, because, yeah, like I said, I've never had anybody play with that. There's level 8 for Tyler there. So 2 more levels. Oh yeah, it's bigger than him. It is bigger than him.
Oh, they did that in Persona 3 too. They had like a 9-year-old kid with a lance that was like, well, okay, spear, but it was still like double his size. And even in Persona 4 Arena, when he's a little bit older, it's still got almost a half foot.
Man, I'm hungry.
I know!
Yeah, we're gonna have to feed our munchie this thing, man.
We haven't eaten in the past like almost 9 hours, so yeah.
I mean, it sound like much to you, but you've never seen a hungry Ardeth beg.
Well, your mom before you picked you up, your mom was just like, make sure he doesn't go through your wallet in ordering food and stuff. So.
Yeah, true story, people. I put a Red Lobster in Tucson, Arizona out of business. They said all you could eat shrimp. I was like, okay, let's test that.
He pulled a Homer Simpson.
How did you
But the sign said all you could eat.
How did you eat it without getting really, really sick? Doesn't that make you sick?
Well, you have to remember, I was balls deep in Ritalin at the time. And
Oh, well, okay, that makes sense.
and I've also...
Jeez.
And
I
I've
never got balls deep in Ritalin myself.
How did you eat that much on Ritalin?
You also have to remember that I have a super high pain tolerance and a stomach that's literally made out of cast
Yeah,
iron.
Ritalin cuts your appetite bad.
It's supposed to, but you know what they say, everything in science is an imperfect theory until proven otherwise.
I gotta see my angle.
Yeah, I've taken...
Shoulder was a little
I
sharp
have
there.
really, really bad migraines, and I take a little bit of drugs because it stopped working or had really positive side effects.
I wonder if this is... Oh, God, sorry.
Some of the stuff they said, oh, this one will give you this problem. It doesn't. Then I would get the one where it says, oh, if it does this, don't take it anymore. I usually get those.
If anybody ever tells you that science is a perfect and infallible system for solving the problems of the universe, tell them, well, if evolution is science and science is perfect, then why the fuck do you exist?
I wonder if this is going to be 3 videos.
Hey.
We may have to do that, my brother.
I mean, I don't mind or anything, but yeah. I mean, I don't really mind, but yeah.
It's probably pretty usually he goes, we're doing this for an hour. It doesn't feel like an hour.
Well, let's just get all down on all our hands and knees and pray to whatever dark god we worship that at least we didn't pick Fantasy Star.
Get on your knees and tell me you love me. You gotta do better than that.
I'm not feeling it.
I was quoting Home Alone too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I played Fantasy Star Portable 2 on the PSP, and let's just say reaching the level 200 cap, not easy, bitches. 3 years of my life I ain't getting back. Thank you, PSP. It was fun, but then the PSP broke down, and now the fun has died.
No!
It's got good games on that system, but the system itself is one of the biggest pieces of shit I've ever seen. Yeah, if you think the Xbox 360 has a high failure rate, welcome to the world of a handheld Sony game. Population, your wallet, and your sanity. Oh yeah. The PSP fails so hard Hillary Clinton's impressed.
That's a good one.
Yeah, wow. No. The reason it fails is because she infected it.
And hey, speaking of
now we need the Donald Trump antivirus to take it out. Yeah, I love Malcolm Merlin.
Yeah, I know, it would be awesome.
Hey, speaking of her and the failure that could, if we want to troll people, maybe if fans want to see you shooting guns in Vegas, we'll have you put on a mask of Barack Obama while you're doing it.
So, if you guys want to look him up, go on YouTube and look up Malcolm Merlin. You're already on YouTube.
Love that guy.
So anyway, look up Malcolm Merlin. He's a hacker who actually basically gets into Indian phone scammers' computer networks, and he calls them up and pranks them and creates virtual desktops. And virtual desktops are basically where you create a computer within a computer that uses an operating system that you can upload into it. And he basically calls them up and they try to syskeys and things like that. And he'll leave bait on the front page where if they double click on like account numbers and stuff like that, it'll open up these images that'll show these Indian scammers. It'll be like, you're a scammer and everything. And he talks with a Macintosh voice, which is great. My name is Malcolm Merlin, you know, and it's just great. So he's actually shut down Indian scammer call centers, phones. He's actually locked people out of their computers. Oh yeah, I mean he's teamed up with a lot of people, and he's on the right side of the law, which is great. You know, this is what hacking's for, basically. It's basically for the good of mankind, not the bad. And I mean, you got to learn how to hack to combat people who would use it for the downfall. So
yeah, I mean,
What's that guy's name that does the information and says,
oh, from Steven Crowder, I forgot that dude's name. Like, I think it's like Yang the Computer or something like that. Yeah, I love it when Crowder does that. I just love it when he does those undercover things and stuff like that. Yeah, Knocking Jared's awesome.
Remember, kids, be a Michael Merlin. Don't be the guy who trolls your friends on Malcolm Merlin. And don't be the guy on CS:GO who trolls everybody with the Nico meme.
Oh man, I remember when I was playing Counter-Strike, there was this guy, like a buddy of mine, and I pissed off this one dude. Like we kept blocking his way and everything, and he just like, oh my god, get the fuck out of the way, come on! He was like the only one talking, and then we kept like pushing negative, you know, it's just crazy. You know, that was just hilarious. He kept pissing off this stupid kid, and he kept shouting into his mic like a little bitch. And I remember, these people kept typing at him, shut the fuck up, and everything like that. So.
Remember, children, it is a sin to spam the Nico on CS:GO. However, if you see a liberal on CS:GO and you spam Onkworld, A+.
There's some great clown names out there for Pepe the Frog. They've been fantastic.
Oh, hell yeah.
And also just great clown names in general. My favorite one is for the end of Hellraiser where the dude gets ripped apart. And instead of saying Jesus wept, he said Jesus honked. And he's got a clown waving his nose. That's my favorite so far.
I have such annoying honks to show you.
We have such annoying haunts to show you.
You know what kills me though, and I'm surprised nobody's brought this up before. The honk meme did exist before the clown world. It was just in a different trolling area. And any of you who are half as real as I am probably already know where this is going. Honk the horn, Chen!
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Chen apparently decided to become the new savior of our nation.
The anime rights news uses Momiji from Tohu as their mascot, and she's like the Awu girl and everything, and they put a Make America Great hat again on her head, which is really cool. You know, I really like that. We were trying to watch. They're showing A Beautiful Dreamer on their launch site, but they decided to do the first 6 episodes of Angel Cop instead. I'm like, damn it. So then there's a really cool page out here that actually keeps track of Yuritsu Yatsura movies and episodes and OVAs, which is great. Yeah, beautiful. Like we were talking about, like Sis and I were talking about before. Like, Beautiful Dreamer is probably it's probably the best anime movie ever made.
Oh yeah,
you know?
Still a classic.
It was made back in 1984, and it still holds true today. Like all the voice actors are in their 70s or some are like dead now. Basically, the voice actors for Lum still looks good for her age. I'll tell you that. So it's really good there. But you know, you're never really going to see anything that creative ever again there. When Mamoru Oshii, you know, leaves this mortal coil and everything, you know, and same with Hayao Miyazaki and everything, you know, you just wonder who's going to take the steam there. Mamoru Oshii was always just fascinated with dreams and alternate realities and things like that, so in a lot of his work and everything, you always see that. You know, it's just great to see that he was able to direct a movie in a universe that basically dealt with perversion and just wacky things happening, and then to make something so serious with a slight comedic base put into it and everything was great. I mean, I'm already going to start pitching the movie now. I better stop watching it there, but yeah, we're definitely going to, all 3 of us are going to review that movie together for sure.
Indeed, man.
So, you know, we'll probably do it while we're, you know, the same thing like having it hooked up, put my laptop hooked up to my TV and the microphone and everything.
And when we do it, we're gonna have to do it as the spiritual successors to Lum Stormtroopers. Must happen, my brothers. Cosmic Stykla!
I mean, Lum was my first anime crush when I was a kid. She really...
Guilty as charged.
Yeah, I mean...
saying this from the standpoint of she has a really cute voice. We'll go with that.
She does. She has a really great...
so that says something.
And
she has a really great Japanese voice. So.
Yeah.
And to this day, nobody does the darling like she does.
Yeah.
That's true. That's very true.
She was the first, she is the last, she is the everything.
That is true. Lum was actually based off of a swimsuit model from 1979. Who actually looked, he actually had a good bust and everything, you know. And Japanese busts are very rare unless you're in the porn industry, of course. So,
yeah,
you know, Tomi Tanaka, my favorite. But anyway, go ahead.
Fun little fact about Japanese anime. You ever wonder why all the Japanese and Chinese girls got such big busts? USA envy, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Let's just say them cheeseburgers filled with freedom, they come in handy, you know what I'm saying? Get you some of them freedom burgers, girls.
And my video, America, fuck yeah. If you remember the communism, I wouldn't have these with such big tits. Don't forget that.
You know, that's why they're trying to bring socialism. They want to seize the means of greater breasts. It's the great power of our wonderful nation here, baby. Gotta protect that freedom.
What's going to be really funny is when we watch Beautiful Dreamer, we're going to be recording, watching it off of a different YouTube channel where we found the video, so that's going to be pretty funny. We're going to be placing a YouTube video upon our YouTube recording. That's just going to be hilarious.
Yeah, baby, we're going full deep state with this one.
So we'll be given a lot of like tidbits of information and stuff again about the movie. Like basically we'll be discussing before we watch it, we'll be talking about some fun facts about it and everything, like what I said about Lump's anime model and stuff like that. There's also some 12 for Ardeth there. There's also some interesting stories about Mamoru Oshii with it too, which I'll be sharing about as well there. And what we'll do is we'll watch the movie together, and I'll be reading the subtitles, of course, because this is one. And basically, we'll pause the movie at points and kind of discuss scenes in it, because there are just so many amazing visual scenes in it.
Also,
are phenomenal.
Fair warning, people, me and Gray Fox 37 here and Pikachu, we're all kind of art snobs, so expect us to go full nerd on this
I'm not
one.
an art snob. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I just have decent taste.
Well, you know, whenever people find out I got good artistic taste, it's always you're an art
I
snob. So
suppose I'm a story snob.
yeah, when people complain that I bitch too much about it, improper use of pacing or story development,
I'm a cinema snob.
Story development, I'll definitely give it.
you're a cinema snob, but you're way better than the cinema snob.
Oh, hey, I don't mind that. Cinema snob's not that bad of a guy.
He's not that bad, but he's no Gray Fox 37. I'll
Oh,
just say
I'm
that.
not that good of a reviewer. I mean, I'm not even that really good of a Let's Player, to be honest with you. I mean, I talk so, I have a good time. That's the key thing and everything, and I'm knowledgeable and stuff like that. I just don't consider myself like super grand or anything to get like monetary value out of it. That's why I just have fun. Basically.
I'll say one thing though, I do love to watch Cinema Snob team up with Ben at the Sage over Anime Abandoned.
One guy that pretty much sunk down to pitiful lows was Nostalgia Critic.
Ugh.
Yeah.
That guy really crashed.
Everyone's that Nate guy that we used to watch, unfortunately.
Netflix, yeah. I mean, he's a funny guy, and I like a lot of his earlier stuff. And he's got real like democratic views, and I think it's just basically because he's black, you know. I mean, he's still a cool guy. Don't get me wrong and everything, but when I read a lot of the stuff he said about California and what he was saying about Trump supporters and things like that, I just kind of sat there like, damn it, politics suck, my friend. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and the two that I feel the most regretful for the loss of was Spoony One and Angry Joe. Because they were my first two YouTubers, you know? I loved Spoony. He was my nerd. He was my geek, man. He was the guy who loved the live-action DOA movie unironically, defended it over the live-action Tekken movie. I mean, damn it, Spoony! And then Angry Joe, I think we all know what happened there, so I don't have to say shit on that one.
And then, of course, you know, Pro Jared, of course, shot himself in the chin earlier there. So, you know, we don't really have, aside from our identities, we really don't have any secrets to hide or scandals. We don't hit on underage people. We don't hit on people, period, you know.
Isn't that weird?
It's a hazardous activity.
I mean, much of a pervert as I am, my sexual active days are pretty much, yeah, I know I'm saying that in my late 30s. I don't care.
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
You know,
I just don't, hold up. I just don't care anymore. I'm done, you know, I'm just done being Mr. Psychologist. I'm done, you know, just going out there. I mean, my goal wasn't even really to, like, you know, get laid or anything like that. It was when I was in college, but even then, even then, I just was like, you know, whatever and everything. And I slowly just kind of gradually realized it. Now, I'm not a virgin or anything, but I'm done with it. Because in this day and age, with the whole Me Too movement, with how crazy chicks are and everything like that, I'm done with it.
You know,
and I got no shame. But you were saying there?
there was an excellent post on 4chan of all places that summed it up the absolute best. It said, you know, I remember when degenerates like us were supposed to be the bad guys. What happened? And how true is that?
I mean, Ardeth, you know, not making fun of him saying this, but Ardeth lives with his mom, and it's like, is he going to seriously bring a chick home to his mother's house, you know what I mean? And then last but not least, Pikachu basically doesn't even like girls, or, you know, doesn't really like guys for the most part.
Guys, yes, but I'm not gonna be so.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're kind of past the whole dating crazy bitches because we're lonely.
And, you know, and what's ironic is, I mean, Pikachu's only 26 years old, or 27 this year, so it's kind of one of those things, and it, you know, I didn't influence or anything. I mean, if she finds somebody that she likes and everything, I'm going to be happy for her, but, you know, it's...
Yeah, it's one of those really awkward things, because like I said earlier, I identify more as a dude, so I've found some friends here and a couple others that will treat me either as more or less non-gender or as a bro, but like a lot of the time things are awkward if I don't know a guy already because they treat me like a normal girl. I'm like, I don't even know what to do with you right now.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna constantly just be flirting with me and that's it, that's boring and
Pikachu is definitely a bro. I mean, that's one of the big reasons why I love her so much, you know.
You know what I just realized? Me and Pikachu 23 are
the same Pikachu, man.
Are non-binary identity politics done right. Prove me wrong, alt left. Prove me wrong.
Oh my God. Get the fuck out of my apartment.
I am now officially disowned from Gray Fox 37.
Oh God.
I'm sorry, Papa. I didn't mean it.
Yeah, you know, I mean, it's, you know, Pikachu's a bro, for sure, you know, and I'm happy with that. I can't stand, I mean, I've got female friends at work and stuff like that are girly and stuff like that, but I mean, it's just not somebody I can be with. It's just not somebody that I can, you know, tolerate in, like, extreme, you know, amounts of cases. Like, spoonfuls I can handle and things like that.
Yeah. Plus,
alright, well this recording is just about to come to an end, so what we're going to do now is we're going to sell some equipment, and let's take out the stupid Bombi first here. Or Buzzbee, that's right, Bombi for later. God, I gotta remember that. So we're gonna sell some junk, we're gonna buy some junk, and then we're gonna save, and then we're just gonna, eat.
And then,
so
we gotta feed our awesome engines, you know?
3642. So let's do 2 more fairy walnuts. And then let's do a couple wishes. Alright, so we got 10 cups of wishes down to 142 gold now. Oh, we can easily get that up when we go to the witch's castle, so it's no problem. Alright, so we're gonna save here.
Well, now we can properly grail up our SSR servants.
Alright, so that pretty much takes care of that, and I'll show you guys my desktop here on my laptop. So, you know, I've got Worker and Parasite from The Simpsons there, so that pretty much takes care of that gameplay. That was fun. You know, it was really fun. We got to grind, we got to, you know, rap a bit and stuff like that. So we had a really... This is the first time... This is originally what the video was going to be. So I'm really, really happy about that. This is what it was going to be, was just rapping about things and stuff. It's easier with the grinding and everything, and, you know, because we're not playing an adventure game where we're letting the cast talk so much, so it's really good there. So next week we're going to Vegas. We'll be gone for about 5 days starting Thursday, so no recordings for the rest of the week. Pikachu's going to be going home, basically, for the summer. So what'll happen is I'll probably have Ardeth over, and it'll just be me and him playing together. We'll just continue the plot of Secret of Mana and the grinding and everything like that. Probably we'll do the Beautiful Dreamer review when Pikachu gets back from the summer and everything.
Early August.
Yeah, so that's what we're looking at, our birthday month, basically. Yeah. So we had a blast, a really good time. So now it's time to get these stomachs filled. So it was a pleasure, you know, playing tonight with you guys. So this is Gray Fox 37.
And Pikachu 23.
The voice of Doom itself, Ardeth Bay 76.
And you guys have a good one, and if you don't mind, just push that button in the upper left corner.
This one?
Yeah, that same one as before.